brilliant that he would like to share with all of our Brad and Squeeze audience. I am waiting patiently. He's told me at 11:30, he goes, I have the most brilliant thing. Just watch. I said, okay. And now he's come in, and we're all waiting at the edge. Everybody is actually silent right now, waiting on Squeeze.
I'm waiting for you to stop talking, and then I can introduce the show. Okay. So I'm waiting.
I'm just waiting for you.
I'm not interrupting you.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
You got a soda called Brian?
I wasn't paying attention to what the name on the soda was when I got it. Apparently, I got Brian. Mm-hmm. I did not go through the entire rack of soda looking for my name.
I totally do.
Do you really?
Yeah. And I look for, but even if it's not a name that I know, like a good name. Like, I don't want certain other people's names.
What is your name, by the way? Why don't we introduce you?
I'm trying to get to introduce you to the show, but
yeah,
you know.
Everybody just jumps ahead. We actually have a format here since you were last here.
I grew up.
The format started at 9 a.m. We changed the format where actually Squeeze starts to talk and introduces everybody who's here.
Oh, okay.
So everybody knows
who we all are.
Who we are. Not that you're just a strange voice and everyone's going, who is this person?
Okay, I'm waiting.
So Squeeze said he has a great way to do all of this. He has figured it all out and that he is brilliant. I said, okay. We are waiting, Squeeze. As usual, the show's starting off fantastic. This is a fantastic beginning to the Brad and Squeeze show.
I just typed in something on my page. Let's see how long this goes before I get to introduce the show properly. You all ready?
Yeah, we're ready now.
Okay, thank you so much. It's now 5 minutes after the hour of 12. Okay, so it's lunchtime, as some would say. My name is David Squeeze Annakie of the Link Up Media Group. Combined with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, we have created what's called the Brad and Squeeze Show. Brad is an attorney. Okay, here at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. We're actually here in the studios, not my mom's basement. And of course, you know, we are ready to get your immigration questions answered by the attorney Bradford H. Bernstein. And we have another managing attorney, and your name is?
Emily Walsh.
Emily Walsh. And both attorneys are ready to answer any and all questions that you may have by way of 93.5 FM or your specific social media platform that you're catching the show on, whether that be Facebook Live, facebook.com. My page is David Squeeze Annakie, or Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein, or Spar and Bernstein on YouTube, and yeah, Brad Bernstein on Facebook too. So remember, you can call us at 1-800-529-5465 with your questions right now in respect to immigration. U.S., that is. 1-800-529-5465. Call quickly, because I am prophesying that in about 10 minutes or so, you will not be able to get your question in. Whether it's the people on social media that will squeeze you out, or the people on the radio that will squeeze you out, you better call now. 1-800-529-5465, or post your questions on your respective social media platforms so that we can actually get them out. Welcome to the Brad and Squeeze Show. And of course, we want to say, of course, that little Nikki, she's a part of the show. I'm still trying to figure out what she does. No matter what you all say, I don't know. Kyle? Brad refers to him as something that I don't call, but I say SMG, social media guy. All right. Daniel, guy who pushes the button on the cameras.
Good afternoon, everyone. Spielberg Jr.
Very, very important. That's even more important than what Nikki does, which I don't know. Because when you push the button, it records the show, and we can put the show back on. So that's very important.
The thing is, though, I can push the button and leave, but if Nikki's not here, everybody would notice.
Yes.
That's true. That's absolutely true. All right. But you still don't know what she does. All right.
What do I do?
We just said it. Then we have.
I smile at Brad, so he knows he's doing a good job.
Exactly.
I add beauty to the room.
So you get paid to be a fan.
And
she reaffirms that what I'm saying is okay. She goes, yeah, you go Brad, keep going.
Thumbs up, so
gives
he
me the
knows
thumbs
that
up.
he's giving right information.
When I die and come back, I want to be you.
You know what?
Get paid to be a fan.
It pays good to be a fan.
Oh, I know. You're here at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. Then we have Kimberly.
Hey.
Okay, how are you?
Doing well. Nowhere near a mic.
Did you find Lobos? Inside joke. All right, so.
No, I think he's dead.
It was earlier.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Lobos.
Who's Lobos?
Logos.
Oh, Logos.
Forget it, man.
Emily doesn't know what's going
All right, so it's time to get to immigration questions. Don't try to forget
By the
it.
way, SMG, would you like to introduce anybody on social media?
Not at this moment, I would not. Should I be?
Yes,
wanting-
there are people who are asking to be introduced. Are you even reading
Who's
what's being
asking to be
said?
Introduced.
Hello, Amma.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Dane.
Thank you.
They're not asking
Nana.
to be introduced.
Yes,
just-
they are.
Hi, Tamika. How are you?
I'm a survivor. Hey, guys, I'm here. Introduce me. LOL. Do you read Strong Manly Guy?
Where is this?
Where is this?
I only say hey.
We need a
Amma.
name like a cute name for our fans. You know what I mean? Like we need
Almost pretty
like
cute.
every rock band, everybody's got like a name for their.
Like the what is the Biebs? What's his
Yeah,
people?
Beliebers.
The Beliebers.
Right.
Right, and then who follows Lady Gaga?
The Monsters.
The Monsters. Is there anybody else?
Rihanna has Navy.
Rihanna has who?
Navy. The Navy.
The Navy.
Yeah.
The entire Navy.
The Navy.
Uh,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Beyonce has a Beehive.
The Beehive.
That could work. That's actually applicable for us. right?
No, I don't know. No,
you can't. The
I can't take. I
Beehive
can't
will
take.
attack us.
I can't take Beyonce's thing.
Benedict
No.
Cumberbatch actually has the best fan
Who?
group name. Benedict. He's the guy that plays Doctor Strange.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
What's the
And
name?
what is his name?
Cumberbees.
The word that you can't say because the FCC will kick your ass.
Okay.
I don't know.
Cumberbatch.
We'll discuss it off the air. What's sugar? Yeah.
All right. Let's answer immigration questions.
1-800-529-5465. Brad, can we go to the phone lines?
Yes, let's go to
Okay,
Douglas.
let's go to the phone lines.
Douglas.
Yes.
What's your question for Brad Bernstein or Emily Walsh?
The Brad
Well,
Squad.
We're trying to get to the question here, and they're
Yeah, go ahead.
going back.
okay. Trying to get my beautiful Jamaican wife to the States. How does one go about getting, and you kind of mentioned this earlier, the FBI DEA interview report from 10 years ago. Does one have to go through the local office where that would have
Whoa,
probably originated from?
back
Or
up. You have a wife. She's in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Why does the
Yep.
DEA, which is the Drug Enforcement Agency, have a report about your beautiful wife in Jamaica?
Well, this is just the best guess, either FBI or DEA.
What happened?
2007, she was traveling in America, visiting friends, family. She had flown out to Atlanta where she spent some time with some in-laws of a friend. When she flew back from Atlanta to Phoenix, they said, "Hey, can you bring this bag with you? It's gifts."
Who's they?
It turned out the in-law friends, whatever.
Friends of
And
the
it turned
in-laws.
out, right. It turns out when they got to Phoenix, my wife then heard it was very sad.
Whoa, you're breaking up. You're breaking up at the best part. All right, you got to Phoenix, and what happened?
From my wife learned.
Wait.
Snowden just stepped in.
Yeah. All right, you got to Phoenix. Obviously, it wasn't Tonka toys and the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip in there. Right? That was not the Christmas gifts. It was obviously some sort of drug, something or other, I assume, right?
It was cash.
It was cash.
Yes, it was.
Whoa. Snowden is really all over this guy.
That's what happens when you start talking about DEA and the FBI.
DEA, cash, duffel bags, and the in-laws.
But anyway, she was grilled. They released her, allowed her to continue on her way. Nothing was done. She wasn't charged with anything. Matter of fact, she spent another month traveling in the States, went back to Jamaica, and later returned on the same visa. And again, nothing ever came of it. It was just when she was recently interviewed at the consulate where this came up. I'm guessing this falls under the presume it had something to do with drug stuff, but we can't prove that. It's just this weird law says that we can,
Right. Well, there's a weird law that says that even if you were never found guilty of anything, if you are alleged to have been past, present, or future drug trafficker, you are barred whether or not you ever got arrested or whether or not even you got convicted of a crime. The fact of the matter is that what you're saying to us is that she was caught with a bag of cash.
Yes.
All right, that's what I heard in between the breakup. There was a bag of cash that she was caught by somebody in the federal government. Now, what I think needs to happen now is that you need good lawyers to get involved. Yeah. And we would need to contact, I don't know if it's going to be the DEA, if we're going to run our fingerprints in the FBI. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we're going to contact somebody and get to the bottom of this and get the records. And then based on those records, if in fact, and you may want to opine on this a little bit, Emily, when I'm done, okay, but if in fact all it is she was found with a duffel bag of cash, she could have been, whatever that cash may have been gained illegally, but could have been from sale of cars. It could have been from the sale of computers. Who knows? And she certainly didn't buy or sell anything or move drugs. I don't know. We would have to see the underlying facts, but that to me sounds that we should definitely be looking into it more. It would be different if you told me she had a bag full of heroin. Then obviously she is trafficking in drugs.
Right. And did she get a decision?
That's another question from morality.
But she wasn't convicted.
No, but did she get a decision from the... No decision yet.
They're looking...
A decision from what?
The embassy said they wanted to see the arrest records from what happened. That's what the
was she arrested?
The embassy said
she was apprehended and stopped, obviously.
She was detained.
Detained.
But she wasn't arrested.
Wait, he was saying something. He was saying the embassy said what? Hello?
What did the embassy say?
Her visa was declined based on
you filed for her, right. All right, you need help now, Douglas. Hold on 1 second.
You need the law offices.
I don't think you say, you started the question by, how do I get these DEA records? Right. And I'm gonna tell you something. Even if you got them, okay, you're not gonna know what to say or what to do with them.
What to do with them, right?
So at this point, it's not how do I get the records. It's who's gonna be the best attorney in my own mind to go get hired and go deal with this. And if you think it's us, then hold on. All right, hold on 1 second.
All right, welcome to the Brad and Squeeze Show.
Can I just make like a PSA for anybody at the airport, whether it's your in-laws or anybody, don't take bags for people and travel. Like the FedEx overnight works great. There's no reason to put yourself out there. That's super dangerous.
Excellent PSA.
Excellent.
Right? Excellent. Boy, that is really using.
Thanks. I've gained a lot of legal knowledge.
Really using. Really,
you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this happens at least twice a month, and I travel 4 times a month. Every time I'm going through the airport, not every time, twice a month, people ask me, Squeeze, can you just put this bag with your bag because I have too many bags? All the time.
Really?
All the time. One lady laid into me, and she gave it to me when I said, I'm sorry. Seriously speaking, I can't do that. Very sorry. Why? Why can't you do it? Honestly, I'm going to tell you, I really don't know what's in your bag, and I don't want to get caught up with that, and I can't be bothered with it.
Or what about for terrorism purposes?
Yeah.
I mean, there could be a bomb. There could be a bomb.
Hold on. I went on. I said, and that's exactly what I said.
And you're flying on that plane, let alone,
And I said, no, I don't want to. And this lady...
You might taking this old.
She walked by my seat. She stopped in front of the entire plane, and she gave it to me like, "Yeah, you're on the radio running him out like you're a nice guy." And she went on and on. She laid into all my companies, laid into me.
You just say, hey, lady, it's illegal to do what you're asking me to do.
I did not say.
I say it in the airport on the loudspeaker. Don't take packages from other people.
Yeah, and I did not say a thing. Yeah. She lauded me up throughout the entire plane. And no one said anything. He just louded me up. By the time I got off the plane, I felt like someone really handed me my ass.
You at that point, you wish you were on United because she would have just been
I was
dragged.
gonna say, they
She would have
wouldn't
been.
just pick her
If this was United, she would have been dragged right off.
They kick off people with
Right.
babies.
Yeah, they would. She would have. They would have dragged her off.
Yeah.
It would have been. It would have been some scene.
So, I'm just saying, I concur with what you're saying, my brother. Don't listen to what Danielle said. Don't take anything from anyone. If someone asks you to carry something, don't.
Plus, on a side note, I could never picture Squeeze getting dragged off of anything.
I
And if
can't
he did, he
picture-
would have
No, it would have been the lady.
lady.
Oh, the lady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Wendell. Wendell,
Wendell.
Yes, sir.
how are you?
Wendell?
I'm good, sir. Wendell, yeah, I'm good.
Wendell. Okay. You know
yes,
what brother's
yes.
calling you a window.
Yeah. I want to ask you a question. I'm a resident here for 40 years now. I go and come to Jamaica, and my fiancé in Jamaica. I'm not a citizen. So could you, if I go to Jamaica and marry to my fiancé, could I file there?
Yes, you can. It's gonna take 2 years.
Pardon me?
2 years. Yes. Go get married.
Okay.
Come back. You file for her. She'll be up here in 2 years.
In 2 years?
2.
2 years?
2, approximately.
So then I will have to get in touch with you, right?
Yeah. You know what you should really do. I'll tell you what you. I'll tell you what you should really do. Get in touch with me before you go down.
Because she got a visa. She got a visitor visa too. You know.
Okay, great. So
She got a visitor visa.
okay, this is what you do.
Uh-huh.
Before you go down to marry her, come see us.
Uh-huh.
We'll put all the
Where
paperwork.
you locate? I'm in Columbus. Where you locate?
Ohio?
I'm in New York City,
A lot of
but we
people
can, but we
come
can,
from
but we can do this over the telephone.
Mm-hmm.
But what I
Uh-huh.
was going to say, Wendell,
Yeah.
is that let us prepare everything before you go down, and
Uh-huh.
then we can get everything signed by everybody, and we'll leave dates off and the date of marriage off. And when you get married, we'll fill in the date of marriage and submit it.
So I would have to see you by myself then, right?
Yes, of course.
Because she's in Jamaica, you know.
Yes, exactly.
Wendell.
Hold on one second.
Hold on, Brad.
Oh,
Wendell.
Oh, you want to go back to Wendell? Okay, Wendell.
Wendell.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you something. How did you find us? I know it's on Facebook, but how?
How did I find her? I know her for about 15
No,
years now.
not her.
How did you find her?
How did you find us? How did you find the show?
I heard it on the ear.
Okay, what? Where? How?
I'm living in Columbus here and advertise it on the ear, you know.
On what air?
The air.
And I hear it on the somebody told me about it and somebody told me about you and give me your number to call.
So it's not on the air.
We're on
No,
the
no,
we're on the
right.
radio in Columbus, Ohio. Hold on
I
one
live in
second.
Columbus.
Yes,
I
apparently we
live
are.
in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, apparently we are. Hold on one second. We're getting picked up
Shut up,
nationally.
Brad.
Squeeze.
Shut up.
Squeeze, we're going national here. All right.
I was just trying to get to the bottom of because we are getting a lot of people from Ohio.
Maybe somebody's picking us up there, and we're not being. Nobody's sharing in our royalties.
Evidently not.
Yes.
All right. Once again, folks, this is the Brad and Squeeze Show. You can
somebody
actually
picks up
book your
senators.
appointments with one of the attorneys here, whether it's Emily Walsh, Brad Bernstein, or any of the other attorneys. How many immigration attorneys do you have here, Brad?
Immigration attorneys?
Yeah.
9.
9. Okay.
10? 9 or 10, something like that. I don't make me count, everybody. We have 19 attorneys in total right now.
19 attorneys. I thought it was 21.
19 at the moment.
19.
I'm 20.
Oh, you're 20.
Right.
Okay. All right, no problem.
All right.
Let's go to another caller.
Simone.
Simone, thanks for calling that number. By the way, that's the number for the law offices also. What's your question for Brad and Emily? Question.
I want you to be patient with me right now. I have a friend. She is 49 years old, and she's been struggling for a while, but she was able to get a visa to come here. And last night we were talking, and she said to me that her mother lives here in the United States. Her mother has been a citizen for 43 years. And I'm just wondering, is there anything she can do for her?
The mother's a citizen for 43 years. She is 49. So when the mother became a citizen now she's an adult, was 6 years old. And her status here in the United States is what? Your friend.
And she's on a tourist visa.
She's on it, and the mother never filed for her all these years?
Never.
Why?
I don't know. So she said that to me last night, and I said I'm gonna call today to find out.
Well,
if
the mother
she
has to file for her like anybody else, and she's just going to wait 6-7 years, unfortunately. There's no special law that says because the mother became a citizen and never filed for 40 years that makes it go faster.
No, what I'm saying, what the question should be, can get some form of documentation through her?
Yeah, her mom can file for her now, and it'll be 6 or 7 years. Wait until the priority date's current, and then she can get her green card about a year after that.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All righty then. Once again,
weird. I answered that question.
I know.
And then you had to repeat it again.
Though, she was also thinking maybe she derives citizenship, but
There
was no green card
correct.
filed, you don't derive.
Correct.
But I have a feeling that's where she was maybe
I
going.
think that's where she was going. I agree. Maybe I didn't catch on fast enough. All right.
1-800-529-5465. That's the number.
Would you like to join our show, or do you want to text the entire show?
What I do with my fingers.
But you're not paying attention.
I'm going to go ahead
What I do with my...
You're not paying attention, and it's distracting to everybody.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, you guys answer the questions. What do you want me to do? You want me to look in the mouth? Put your phone down and pay attention to what we're talking about. Put the Pepsi down.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not promoting
All right,
guy.
Nike. All day long, I keep looking at him. He's sitting there texting again now.
I can do it. But listen, you're answering a question. Me texting has nothing to do with the answers.
Okay.
But we're on a show. Pay attention to what's going on here.
I hear everything more than everybody. I can repeat everything verbatim.
Nike.
Hello?
Nikki.
Yes.
How are you?
Hi, Nikki.
I'm good.
What's up?
Hello, Nikki.
Don't talk to Squeeze. He's texting. He's not paying attention to you anyway.
Hi, Squeeze.
Hello, darling. How are you? It's a pleasure to hear from you. You may go ahead and ask your question of Brad or Emily.
All right. So my husband petitioned for me adjustment status. He also petitioned for my son who's in Jamaica. My question is, will my son receive a 2-year green card or 10-year green card?
How long have you been married?
Since January.
2-year green card.
And how old's your son?
He's 7.
Okay.
Yeah, 2-year green card.
All right. So I have another part to it. I know that the I-120 has to be approved, then they send it to the National Visa Center. In regards to evidence that there's a relationship between my husband and my son, what are your suggestions? What kind of evidence you think they would want? Being that
the evidence that they want is that you are the mother of this child. That is it.
Oh, okay.
A birth certificate. Your name is on the child's birth certificate. That's all. And you married this man before he was 18. Done. Case over.
Okay. That's fine.
That's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
1-800-529-5465. Someone reminded me that you were going to pay for my law degree.
Well, just keep texting and let's see what happens. Dale.
Seriously, because
Dale, what's up?
you want me to answer questions, I need to do that.
Dale, what's up?
Hello?
How are you?
Hey, I'm good, Brad. How you doing?
Good. What's up?
Good, man. I've been a resident for over 5 years, and I want to put in my citizenship. My question is, can I use a P.O. box to receive the mails from immigration?
Yes.
Sure.
That's a yes?
The answer is yes. Correct, Emily? Yes.
That's to receive. Hold on, Brad. That's to receive the mail.
Yes.
But is that where he lives?
No, he has to put down a physical.
I can't live in a
address
P.O.
and-
box, Squeeze.
I understand.
No.
You squeeze this in. I'm going to tell you something.
You're not.
You know what?
I'm alluding. No, let me finish. I am alluding. The entire documentation that he's filling out is not replacing his living address. He's just adding a P.O. box, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
That's all I wanted to know. Because I don't want him to put on the form that he lives at a P.O. box and then they turn him down for whatever reason.
Can you imagine?
You understand what I'm saying? I don't expect him to live in a P.O. box. I'm just trying to be clear.
Hey, Squeeze, you want to come over and, you want to come over and watch a movie? We'll have some dinner, drink some beers. All right, yeah, where do you live? Yeah, P.O. Box 101.
But it
come over to my P.O. box
there on the form, physical and mailing.
I'm going to go back to texting.
Yes, please do that. All right, thank you, Dale. Be well. All right. 1-800-529-5465. You got to live in that P.O. box, Squeeze. Robinson.
Hello?
How are you?
Yeah, not bad. I just want to ask a question.
Yes.
When you do your fingerprint, how long does it take for they to call you back?
After the fingerprint, when does she get her green card interview, Emily? That's the question.
Who petitioned for you?
My daughter.
You may not even have an interview in some cases.
Okay, so the question then is, when does she get her green card? From the after she gets her fingerprint? I think that's the question she's asking.
Depending on what's going on.
No, I get my green card long time ago, but she filed for citizen, so I do my fingerprint.
She didn't file. Wait, she helped you file for your citizenship, so now she wants to know. When will she be getting an interview for her citizen?
And you did the fingerprints?
Yes.
4 to 6 months. Depends on also where you live. Some places are faster.
Oh, some places are. If you live in Queens, it's faster.
No.
No.
Queens is not faster.
No.
Queens is very crowded.
Yeah.
She's talking about like places where no immigrants live, like
like
North Dakota. Okay. North Dakota, it would be pretty fast. But Queens is going to be 4 to 6 months.
2 months or 3 months?
4 to 6 months.
4 to 6 months.
4 to 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, enjoy your summer. Stay cool.
And by the way, tell somebody in that house to change that battery in that smoke detector, all right?
Oh, my God.
Okay.
I'll take the condition of my name. I submit all the paperwork and everything, and they request, they send out notes for me to do my fingerprints and those things. I want to know what's the next procedure.
Did you file it with your husband? Did he also sign the papers?
Yes, my husband filed for me.
So he signed the 751, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the way that it works is you will either get an interview or you won't get an interview, and they will either approve it within the next, could it take anywhere from a year to 18 months? But for the application, right, and for an interview to be scheduled, it can go anywhere from a year to 18 months because 751s are taking an extremely long time to process.
It's about an 18-month process. You got to figure 18 months, but for every day that you're waiting, you're still a green card holder. You can travel. You can do whatever you like.
And you can get extensions.
Okay.
Yes, I already got an extension towards working and to traveling.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to be 18 months. Figure 18 months from the time you file.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thanks a lot for tuning in.
And by the way, it is 12:31. So that means it's 30 for 30 for 30. That means the next 30 people who call USA Credit Repair will get the first 30 days for free.
Nice.
And they got to call
in
within
the next 30 minutes. And we do it on the 30.
Okay.
But if we were to do it on the 40, then it would be 40 people. So whenever we do it, yes. Whenever we do it, that's how many people. So I was told today it's on the 30s. Maybe tomorrow it'll be on the 15, and then it's just 15 people. Maybe it'll be on the 45. It'll be 45 people. But right now it's 30 for 30 for 30. USA Credit Repair. Call right now, 646-200-5881, 646-200-5881, or feel free to text Squeeze, and he will be happy to text you back. He loves texting people. Or you can call 646-200-5881 for USA Credit Repair. They are the key.
Can we stop for a second?
What?
I was just thinking.
What?
If we were to do an analysis of how many nice things you say to people in one day, and how many bad things are, things that are not so pleasant in one day.
Yeah,
where would the scale tip?
The scale would be that I am the nicest guy in the world.
So the scale would tip more that you have said more nice things,
correct,
than
things.
unpleasant.
Right, correct.
Now, if it had to do with Squeeze,
correct,
where would the scale tip?
Squeeze generally says, Brad, you're an SOB. So,
no one has ever heard me say that.
Yes. So therefore, I would say I do not say as many nice things about Squeeze as I probably should.
Thank you.
Okay.
I just wanted that for the record.
So I do not, and sometimes.
So when I start, you'll understand why.
Sometimes I just don't say nice things because I really need it and feel it at that moment, and sometimes I don't say nice things about Squeeze because I'm just trying to be funny. At the moment, though, I'm feeling it.
I don't want to ask you what it is, but let's proceed. All right?
All right, so you want me to get back to USA Credit Repair?
Yeah.
USA
those guys
Credit Repair,
are good guys.
they are good guys, 646-200. Note, despite the fact that the president of USA Credit Repair does not take other people's luggage on the plane with him, despite that fact, they are a bunch of good guys. 646-200, 5881, 646-200-5881. The next 30 people in the next 30 minutes who call will get 30 days for free of USA Credit Repair, and we're doing it on the 30. Is there any other 30s that I could add to that? For 30, for 30, for 30, for 30?
You can say the phone number 30 times.
30 times I will be saying the telephone number.
Anyone who calls will get their credit worked on absolutely 100% free. Not even a dollar would be taken from them, and that's over the next 30 days. It's free for at least 30 days. Free credit repair.
646-200-5881, 646-200-5881. USA Credit
That sounds
Repair.
weird. 646-200-5881.
Correct. 646-200-5881.
646-200-5881.
Is it easier to remember 646-200-5881?
I can't tell the difference.
You can't tell the difference. Is there a difference?
I'm sure the number is going to the same place,
Yes.
no matter how it's said.
But he just wants to now be contradictory to me, anything I would say. It's the type of
Uh-oh, you're tipping the scales.
situation we're in right now. Type of situation we're in right now. Like if I said, if like for instance, if I said 646-200-5881, Squeeze would say no. It's 646-200-5881. You don't say 5881.
No, you just screwed it up again.
I didn't screw it up again. The telephone number is 646-200-5881.
Okay.
And you're going to say no, it's
No, that's not what you just said before that.
It's exactly what I said.
Guys,
No, that's
I'm
not.
not even going to wet sugar this one.
That's not what you said before that.
Give this one to Squeeze.
You didn't even
because-
say that.
We'll give this one to Squeeze because he has more of an immigrant mindset than any of us, and he speaks on behalf of everyone.
Stick to pressing buttons.
Okay.
Oh, thank
Spielberg
you.
out.
Yeah, thank you. 646-200-5881 is the
You
number.
said it correct
is
now
the
in
number
your
for
term.
USA Credit
But
Repair.
Two
Did we
says
actually say
before.
it 30 times now?
We are going to say it 30 times.
I think we did, almost.
We're almost there.
646-200-5881. We said that 30 times?
No, we did not.
Almost. You're almost.
I have
started
said
counting.
it, but
There's
but,
like at least
but
15.
don't you normally say, you can give out the, but isn't it easy to remember it if you say 200,
Yes.
5881?
I say that to
is
people, yes.
It's so much easier to remember than giving the numbers out 200-5881. It's more things to remember.
Yes.
You have, when you say 200, 5881, those are only 3 numbers to remember. Versus,
What?
yeah, 200, 58, and 81.
What are you smoking?
Those
No,
are
it
3
makes-
numbers.
No, it makes sense. If people are listening and they don't have
understand?
their,
Right.
can write it down, it's easier.
It's easier to remember. Thank you, Emily.
Only because I say
So
that
the
twice.
telephone number.
Look, you all work for Brad. Let's get back to the immigration show, all
Let me
right?
make sure it's clear. 646-200-5881 is the telephone number for USA Credit Repair.
You notice I really haven't fired back all week, ever since that lady started? You realize that, right? It's coming. Just say.
Oh.
It's coming.
You eat something bad today?
No. I've been pretty calm so far. Can I
Robert.
do your... Oh, okay.
Robert.
Yeah. Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Okay, I want to ask a quick question. I'm a citizen, a green card holder resident, not a citizen.
Yes.
A green card holder. And I'm out in Jamaica for 4 years. I want to know if I can get back to the state.
How are you going to get back to the States? You want to come as a visitor?
No, I'm a green card holder. I'm a resident already.
But you're not a
I'm
green. Guess
from-
what? Guess what? Let's call it what you are today.
Let's clear it up.
You are somebody who had a green card who abandoned his residence.
Unless
who
you
is-
filed re-entry.
Who is no. Even if he did, it's only good for 3 years. You are somebody who has abandoned their permanent residence. You are no longer a permanent resident of the United States. You stayed out of the country for 4 years. You have 1 of three options.
Okay.
You can, one, try to get back on an airplane today, come to the United States, and hope nobody says anything to you at the airport, which is exceedingly unlikely, and you would probably get deported at the airport and returned. That would be option one. Option two would be to go to the U.S. Embassy and say, I abandoned my permanent residence, I would like to get a visitor's visa, and they would most likely take your old green card away and give you the visitor's visa. Or number three, you can go to the U.S. Embassy and apply for something called an SB1 visa. The SB1 visa is a visa if you have a really, really good excuse, and you can show a lot of ties, family ties in America. You still have your home, you still have property here, whatever it may be, family here. You have a good excuse while you're out, and you have a lot of ties in America here. At that point, you can try to get an SB1 visa. Is like getting a re-entry visa from outside of the United States. Those would be your three options.
Or if he has someone to petition for him.
Correct. Option four. Have your girlfriend fly down and marry you.
Or child.
Or child.
Who's over 21.
Who's over 21.
Hopefully the relationship is bona fide.
Right. Or, I mean, you could start coming up with like really ridiculous things, you know, like, you know.
You derive citizenship from something.
No, you become like a pastor. You go to theological school, become a pastor. You can get that's a good way, R1 visas for religious workers, right? There's lots of ways. But you gave up your green card. That's the bottom line.
Oh, okay. So can my girlfriend come down and marry me then?
That was one of our options. That was option number four. Absolutely.
Girlfriend can come down and marry you.
Girlfriend can come and marry you, and it'll take about a year or less.
All right. No problem. And I could get my green card that way also, right?
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hold on. All right.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Why are you such a troll, Squeeze? Just leave him alone.
Freaking guys, Brian.
Oh, I was like, what is this?
That's what you're taking the picture of.
That's Brian over here. Look, Brian. That's Brian.
The Brian and Pinch show.
Oh, the Brian. Dude, you're Brian.
The Brian and Troll Show.
Mrs. Arnold, you notice I'm not shooting back. I'm just allowing him.
You're the new Squeeze.
I'm the new Squeeze now, yeah.
Both of you guys would be like, watch, I'm not shooting back.
I'm not shooting back,
But
yes.
then 5 minutes later, it's just like full out assault on the other person.
Mrs. Arnold.
We're going to shoot the bad guys at the same time. All right, Squeeze?
Mrs. Arnold. Mrs. Arnold. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Brad. I'm on the air.
You are on the air.
I'm fine. No, I don't want to be on the air.
You don't want to be on the air. Hold on one second. All right. She does not want to be on the air. She called the radio show but wants to be off of the air. Let's go. Let me ask you a question, Emily. Would you like to be on or off the air at this moment? What would you pick?
She'd like to escape all of this that's happening in this.
Okay.
All right.
Lamini?
Yeah, Ilomen.
Pronounce that again?
Ilomen.
Ilomen. How are you? Where are you from?
Yes. From Haiti.
You're from Haiti. Okay. Nice name.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
I'm calling my phone refers me this number. She gave me your phone number. She told me for me to make an appointment with you because I have something important to talk about.
Okay.
It's about immigration, but she told me because she told me she have a case by you also.
Okay. So what's the question?
So my question is, I was when I come in this over here, I was about like 18, and then when my father was bringing me, my father passed away. They killed my father.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So what happened is I have my 2 kids over here. I have my 2 kids. One is 15, one is 13, and then now I wanted to know how I can apply for my green card thing like that, because right now immigration is very bad right now.
You have a 13 and a 15-year-old. You're from Haiti.
Does she have TPS?
You have TPS right now?
Yes.
Yes. And TPS, unfortunately,
Expires
is
in
expiring. How long have you been in the United
What
States?
happens now?
I was over here for like 18. I was over here since I was 18 years old.
And how old are you now?
So I come 19. I'm gonna be 40 in October.
All right. So you've been here for about 18, 19 years now. and then all of a sudden Donald Trump decides, you should go home.
Yes.
Right, it's terrible. And you have a 13-year-old U.S. citizen child, a 15-year-old
Yes, I
U.S.
have
citizen
two of
child.
them. Two of them, yeah.
All right. So I don't have an answer for you off the top of my head. You know, you're like somebody who calls and says, "Hey, how do I get a green card?" And the only difference between you and other people who call is you are in somewhat of a better position because at least you're on temporary protected status till the end of the year, versus most people call and are out of status. But I don't know what to tell you in terms of how you should be able to get a green card or what you should do. But I do know this: if you come see Emily, you come see me. We are very, very smart people, and we will sit down with you and we will find out. We're going to get your whole entire history, everything that you have gone through, and then we're going to figure out every option you have, and the two of us together or the three of us together are then going to choose which is the best option for you.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
1-800-529-5465. I just posted the Brad and Squeeze show with Brian. 1-800-529-5465.
I don't know why that's funny.
I find it funny. I find it funny.
Is that funny?
He's annoying you, and your reaction is funny.
It's
like
that's the funniest part of it. 1-800-529-5465. I also want to remind folks, because a lot of people, you know, especially a lot of our immigrants who are out of status, they all seem to think that because they're out of status, they cannot do certain things here in this country, that they don't have certain rights. For example, I remember years ago, a lady got into a car accident where a truck carrying a lot of steel, the truck stopped short, and everything in the truck came slamming into the car, okay, and she lived, but she was injured, okay, and then she came to Spar and Bernstein like 3 years after, okay, and she was not able to get help, and she said
about her accident case.
About her accident
because
case.
the statute of limitations is 3 years.
Right, but she said she did not come to you because she was not in status,
Correct.
and she was afraid of getting sent home and arrested and all of that stuff.
Well, one of the things.
So I need for you to be clear on that in reference to your personal injury department that you have here at the law office of Spar and Bernstein, which is excellent and good, especially with construction cases and also obviously accident cases.
One of the things that you know I think is a great service that we provide here is that we have immigration attorneys who are also can handle your personal injury case as well. We have personal injury attorneys, we have immigration attorneys. We work together, and therefore we're here to protect you and your status. Right. I can tell you that we have lots of clients right now who are out of status, who have personal injury cases, some whose cases are worth millions and millions of dollars, who got hurt in construction accidents. They were out of status, working out of status, yet they, you know, you're injured, you're injured. That's what the law says. Doesn't matter what your status is. And the defense can't use your status as a reason to not pay you. They can't use your status as a reason to say, now I'm going to turn you in. And you know what we tell them? Go turn them in. See how good that turns out for you. All right. So, nothing's going to happen. Not when we're on the case. So we've seen it before. Every personal injury case we've ever handled, people out of status, nobody has ever had an immigration problem.
That leads to my next question, and you have had a few of these. People who have won the lotto.
Yes.
Out of status people can win the lotto?
Yes, I had a guy who was out of status who won the lotto. He won $17.5 million.
That's what I'm saying. I remember that.
Yeah, he won $17.5 million in the lottery. You only need a Social Security number to collect it.
So what if the person did not have one?
Then it would have been a problem. But he happened to have had a Social Security number even though he was out of status.
What if he had a TIN number?
Would have been a problem.
It would have been a problem.
What you need is a Social Security number.
So
don't play the lottery unless you got a Social
Security.
Security number. Exactly.
PSA,
Dan.
Okay.
You know, what is your can you tell us on the air, and other people could use your Social Security number as well.
So we just spoke about the personal injury department. So folks, once again, not because you're out of status, don't believe that you can't get yourself a strong, good attorney from the law office of Spar and Bernstein, whether it's criminal defense, whether it's personal injury tax, you know, a lot of folks with child support issues. The law office of Spar and Bernstein is actually here, as Brad noted, to protect you, all right, to safeguard you, All right. So make sure you make the call right now to this number and store the number 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465. And remember, stop being scared. And why? You have the law offices of Spar and Bernstein's number stored in your phone. And New York is a sanctuary city, right?
It is.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Donna. Donna.
She's in her office.
Donna.
Hello?
There you go.
Hello?
How are you?
Hi, Donna.
I'm good.
What's happening?
Okay. Please, I want you to smile more often, okay?
Well, with these guys in the room lately, this week, you know, everyone knows I smile a lot. Everyone knows that. But these guys,
Squeeze has not been smiling
this
near
week,
us.
I don't know.
everyone's.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
They're all picking on me, and nobody listens to Squeeze.
I don't know.
Never mind. I see that Brad give you a warm time sometime. But anyway, Brad, this is the thing.
Donna!
I'm a friend, right?
Donna! Come on, man! Come on!
Let it go, Brad.
Yeah, all right.
I'm a friend, right?
Yeah.
She in order for she get her visa. She's from Jamaica, but she get her visa because she tell him she was on a farm. She put she was married, so she got a visa. She here, she out of status, but now she want to get married, and she don't know how bad it would affect her. I told her it's gonna affect her badly because I mean they're gonna look at it as fraud. I'll give her your number still and tell her, listen, I guess you gotta call these people because I mean. This is a tough one for you, you know. They're going to have you as that you obtain your visa on the fraudulent. So I'll give her your number. I know it's going to be tough.
You know,
so
Donna.
I'll give her your number.
You know, Donna.
And tell her to.
You're right, and I'm gonna tell you a couple things. You are right what you said about Squeeze. You're wrong what you said about me, but you are 100% right what you told your friend. It is an absolute fraud, and she will need a waiver. And she will also need to be able to prove that she was not married.
She never married before. She only lived with this man for like 16, 18 years. I said, why you do that? She said, because she go the first time and they tell her that, oh, you have 5 kids and you're not married. And she said, okay. The next time she goes, she put that she married. I said, how are you going to prove that you're married? You don't do those things. You know, you're playing with government. You don't do that.
Well, yes. Well, you know, she, in the short term, it worked out for her because she lied and she got here. And the reason she did that was because they wanted to show ties to your home country. You're leaving behind a husband, and it's more likely that you wouldn't return. So she's here now. So now the government has a record somewhere that she's married. So if she shows up to the interview, they're going to say either you're a bigamist and you're denied, or you've lied to the government and said you were married when you were single. Denied. Exactly.
I said to her, because why I tell her that I have a friend that she did married, yes, but she did divorce, and she tell them that she was still married. But when she came here and married, and when they look at the system, they said, oh wow, where is your whatever? You get your this is showing me that you divorced when you get your visa, and you said you were still married. And they denied her. She had to write her back after and give her the waiver. And, well, thank God she gets you now.
Right.
But you don't play, I mean, I tell people all the while, you don't play with the U.S. government like that. Because even though you get you now, but somewhere down the line, it's going to haunt you.
And I'm going to say one other thing. Let's say, okay, she puts down hypothetically, all right, and she shouldn't do this in any way, shape, or form. But let's say hypothetically she puts down, this is my first marriage, I was never married before. And now the government says, wait a second, you're denied because you claimed you were married when you got your visa. She has now lied twice. She lied once. She lied once when she got the visa, and now she lied a second time to try to cover it up, which she is now in double jeopardy, not single jeopardy.
Double doo-doo.
Right. So I hope she's listening. And you're a very smart lady, Donna. And what you said is 100% right.
David, please, you know I'm not going to let you down. You know that.
I love you, Donna.
I watch you every day. I watch Squeeze. I watch Brad. I see that he give you, I don't know why. He doesn't pick on the female like he pick on you. He doesn't like you, right?
I don't like him. You're right. Not today. Yesterday I liked him.
Squeeze, guess what? Never mind. We all love you, okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. At least I know one person loves me.
You guys have a great day, okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay, Brad, I'll let you know to give you guys a call. But guess what? She's all the way in New Jersey. She's moving now to Ohio.
All the way in New Jersey is across the river, okay?
What's going on in Ohio?
I don't know. It's like Ohio is like coming on gangbusters right now. Everybody wants to get into Ohio.
Okay, it doesn't matter where though. Immigration is federal.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So she can always link with you then, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Always.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
We could do phone consultations too. Hold on. All right. Why don't we do social media? We don't have a lot of time left.
Yep.
All right.
Can a 2-year green card holder file for a 20-year-old daughter who is in Jamaica?
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
My friend and her boyfriend are planning to get married in August. He's a U.S. citizen. However, he got locked up recently and will be attending court on this matter. Does it affect him putting in a petition after marriage?
No.
What is the status of someone with a pending adjustment of status application?
They're in an period of authorized stay.
What are the documents? What documents should my husband submit along with my paperwork? He is a U.S. citizen.
That's a lot of lists of documents.
Your marriage certificate, your birth certificate, divorce decrees, death certificates of prior spouses, if
Birth
any.
certificates of any children you guys
Naturalization, correct. Medical exam, 4 photos for you, 4 photos for him. Those are passport photos. 3 years tax, 3 years tax returns, job
Pay
letter, bank
stubs,
letter. But you don't have
job
to.
letter.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a long list. We just got you started.
Hey.
Go on, ask away. Just ask away. I'm showing Brad something. Go ahead.
I'm looking at Usher in the hospital.
Just read, man. Just read.
Hey, I got a question.
He probably doesn't know what it's all about. Brad probably doesn't
know. I know exactly what it's about. If you have a juvenile record, does that affect when you renew your green card?
No.
Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn.
And that is our final social media question of the day.
I know Emily knows what this is all about.
I know what it's about. Yes, Usher allegedly gave I don't know if it's a fact or not. Allegedly gave a woman herpes, and she has now sued him, and allegedly he has paid her millions of dollars for her pain and suffering.
Okay.
Allegedly.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
You know that's an extremely common STD.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that either.
Read. They say at least a third of the population of the United States has herpes.
Where are you getting these facts?
CDC.
Are you saying we have, 1 second, we have 7 people in this room right now. So what you're saying is at least 2 of the 7 people in this room right now have herpes.
We've already discluded ourselves.
Who here?
2/3 of the world population has herpes.
Okay, but we have
more than 3.7 billion people under the age of 50. About 67% of the global population are infected with the herpes simplex virus.
We have 7 people in this radio studio right now.
CBS.
2 statistically in here. Who is it? Who is
the question?
The one
2 people here have her. All I want you to know now. Everyone should keep their arms and hands away from me. No, don't touch me.
But you know that there are different types of herpes.
There are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I stand corrected. 50% to 80% of the U.S. adults have oral herpes.
Which is nothing but
a cold sore.
Still herpes.
Okay.
Right.
Jesus.
I don't get those.
Yes.
Me either.
No.
Yes.
I've never had those. Thank God.
And what else? What about the one that gives you a burning sensation?
I wouldn't know about that one.
How many people have that?
Genital herpes is a common STD, and most people would.
Why are we ending the show like this?
Because this is very important that everyone should know this.
I think it's extremely important.
It is important.
You really should protect yourself.
Is it statistically that somebody in this room has herpes? Is that the statistic or no?
I don't know. I don't know about anyone in this room.
No, because you said 1 out of 3 people.
And it's incurable, by the way.
There's 7 people in this room. What is the statistic, damn it?
I don't know about this room.
Get tested.
Get tested.
Yes.
Be careful. Use protection, all that
No,
good stuff.
abstinence.
Abstinence is the
Brad and Squeeze Show promotes abstinence.
Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Okay, let's see.
Brad and Squeeze.
No, this is not Brad.
Do
and
not
Squeeze. This is
promote
Brian and-
abstinence. I can tell you that. I've known this man for 30 years. How many years have I known you? Not 30 years, probably 20 odd years or something. And I have met at least 6 of his children already.
And your point?
And he has met at least 2 of my children.
And your point?
Our point is, it's impossible for us to promote abstinence where we have at least 8 children between us.
Okay. And your point?
Brad
What are you
Squeeze
trying
Show
to
does not
say?
endorse abstinence.
We
This
do
is, this
not
is not-
endorse
This is where I'm about to erupt in 60 seconds.
But we do promote safety.
This is where I'm about to blow, literally, in 60 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna thank our sponsors once again. USA Credit Repair,
Spar and Bernstein.
Spar and Bernstein.
See you, goodbye.
Link Up Media Group. Bye.
Oh, you're sure you're all done?
Was informational only
Okay.
and not specific legal advice.
I got 3 hours left on the radio, thank God.
Prior results do not guarantee a similar
I
outcome
know.
in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And
Y'all have anything to say?
with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor.
No.
If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465.
I mean, we have to live with him in the radio studio for 2 hours every day.
We're still on the radio.
I know you are.
Good. You all have to, we still have a minute. Don't follow that clock. We're live. Why is everybody looking at this? The
Because
show's over.
you're such a troll today.
No, but why are you all not saying anything now?
Because
Why is everybody waiting for the microphone to close?
We've logged out, and you should do the same.
No, I'm not.
Oh, what's happening?
You can shut off.
Really? We're still on.